Luke, come here. Come here. Sit. Sit. Well, I had a request about how this tuner brake works, and a couple of people have asked how did I get it on the rifle. Well, this anschutz came from the factory, threaded 1/2 inch UNF. What you'll see here is a bushing, or an adapter I should say, that I got from a French company, which goes 1/2 inch UNF to 18B1 metric, which is what this one is. Over in the UK and most of Europe, the heavier barreled hunting rifles that are threaded for a moderator or a suppressor are normally 18B1 or 14B1. This piece here is an 18B1, which is the self-timing nut. Lots of better videos than what I'll explain, no doubt. You basically thread it on and then adjust this timing nut until this flat is on the top. The next, and obviously this is the brake part, come on, come on. This is the tuning bit, which is really quite simply what it says. You start off at 0 and go round in 0.2 increments. Now, I've tried this on my centerfire rifles, and they are all set up, because I home load, to run on a moderator, and the moderator is 3 or 4 times as heavy as this, a lot bigger. There is a recoil reduction between the mod and this, but it is pretty close. I should imagine it's also a lot noisier shooting it like this on the centerfire. It's not too bad on the rimfire. But that's the basic workings of it. It won't make a bad load good, but what it will do is get the optimum performance out of whatever you're using. The barrel on this rimfire seems to like SK long range match and R50. Now, there was one guy who's been on the fence about getting one of these. I actually shot my first ever rimfire comp the other day. Admittedly, I've done a bit of work with the dope, so that was all good. I've got a good reliable scope for tracking, and a nice sight picture. But went and done it and managed to bag myself a 5th place and a prize, and a couple of freebies, hats and whatever. So I was well chuffed with that. But we had to shoot it with a suppressor or moderator, and luckily enough, this likes R50 is what I used. But with this, I think you can get the best that you can out of a rimfire by just tweaking what your barrel likes to get the best out of it. Now, this guy's been interested in to see a good few groups. Now, we do have a bit of a breeze here today, not too much, and it seems to be behind me. See if I can, I'll pull the wind meter out in a minute and get some readings, but it's probably 4 or 5 mile an hour behind me. What I'm going to do now is, down there I've got the day at the range target. I've just shot 5 fowlers through it because it gets cleaned every time it's used. Not scrubbed, but it's cleaned with Bore-Tec and a nylon brush, just a quick push through. 3 or 4 wet patches and then a dry one. And I just shot 5 rounds. I've got 4 through the same hole and dropped 1, what looks like 1/4 inch out the grip. So I'm going to see what I can do now. The tuner brake is set to 2, which is where I think it should be for this ammunition. So it's going to be 30 rounds. I've got the speed up app sorted out now, so I'll whiz through that, and then I'll put the average group on. Best I've seen for 30 rounds out of this is 0.29 with SK long range match with this tuner brake fitted. So I'm going to give it a go, see if I can beat it. It will be, let me say, it might answer some people's questions as to whether these things shoot straight. Don't forget, I'm not a world-class shot, so if you can shoot better yourself, good on you. If you can't, give us a like. Anyway, here we go.